We only got like half of the stuff that this game really has. Not even half? That's ridiculous that they have all that stuff. What I'm worried about is people feeling like they have to spend money to keep up with the progression of the game. This video literally just came out. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff that's been happening with Lost Ark. They're getting ready to bring out a new goat. This is a danger goat. Danger goat. Which means that it's going to be a very difficult boss fight. We're going to see what this is.
So a lot of you guys have been asking me what I'm planning to do with Argos. If you don't know, they recently did a March reveal, and we're still waiting for the official roadmap where they announced that we're getting the CatDany story. No one really cares about that. It is a good story, but no one really cares. And then Argos. Argos is the
play
first
through it.
Official raid that we will have in the Western version. He wasn't the first raid ever created for Lost Ark, but he's the first official raid that we'll be getting.
That's a lot of damage.
An Abyss raid. An Abyss raid is a fusion of a Guardian raid and an Abyss dungeon where you have multiple lives. It's pretty cool. It was my first really cool experience in Lost Ark. I'm currently playing on
Abyss Rage. So there's Mystic, Argos, and so you have to have 1370 in order to even do this. Rebirth's 4, so you have lives left. There's 45 minutes left, and potion restriction as well. Holy shit.
Russia with the English translator.
Oh my god.
Because if I do it on Korea on stream, I'll get banned. And I don't want to get banned. So here we go. This is Argos.
That looks cool.
Entry level 1370 item level. That looks insane, especially if you're somebody that's just getting into tier 3.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, this is Mystic, by the way. This was the official first raid ever in Lost Ark.
I wonder when we're going to get that.
Not in tier 1 anymore. But Argos
or if
is our
we
first
even are
raid here. 1370. There is some speculation, however,
fight. I don't know how it works.
We will potentially have a 1400 entry level for Argos.
That's a lot.
This is just speculation, meaning that's even higher.
Insane.
But it'll be a uniformed entry level because in Lost Ark and in Argos specifically, you enter at 1370 for phase 1, the first encounter. The second encounter is 1385. 1400 is the last encounter.
Jesus.
Whereas in some of the other raids, like Vultan, for example, the first Legion raid, it's
cool.
1415 all the way through. Now, a lot of you are saying, well, what the hell? How am I supposed to get there in time? It makes no sense.
Dude, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get there in time. And the thing is, like, a lot of these raids and everything, they're just so... Like, what I'm worried about is people feeling like they have to spend money to keep up with the progression of the game. It's like, because, yeah, like, for me, I have people that'll just give me materials. For somebody like Rich or Shroud or somebody, right, that they're able to just buy the materials. But, like, if you're releasing content this fast and making people feel like they have to either play, 12 hours a day to keep up or, spend money, I think that's kind of that's kind of bad. I mean, shit, man. They'll just buff honing rates. I hope that they buff honing rates. That's what they need to do, in my opinion. Yeah, I would say so. There's official news about Argos posted today. We'll look at that soon. Bro, I'm almost tier 3, and I haven't done Island. You don't have to do shit to keep up. Well, I mean, sure, if you do that by now, yeah. But, like, the thing is that, like, getting from tier 1 to tier 2... Sorry, from tier 2 to tier 3 is about as hard as getting to... from 1302 to like 1330. And then getting from 1340 to 1370 is harder I'm throwing my words around, right? It is like going from 1340 to 1370 is harder, in my opinion, from what I've seen, than going from 1 to 1340. That's how big it is. Yeah, it's way fucking harder, man.
Sense. And I would agree. It actually makes no sense.
Twice as hard.
And on top of that, the director even said during his Crown interview on the little Twitch thing,
we watched that
they're planning to do Argos and then 1 month later Vultan at 1415. Now, they know at Loa-On, they did a little presentation at Loa-On, and they know that Legion raids and the endgame raids is what hooks players in. Statistically, those who try those raids end up staying longer and enjoying their time in Lost Ark. So they want you to experience these raids. So how are we going to get there? Well, I have a little
I think that's a good thing. I mean, like, you want to have people do the endgame activities. Like, that's the main goal. That's a smart way to make a decision, in my opinion. I think it's smart. I'll be right back. I'm going to take a piss, guys. Give me a second. All right, back so, brother, boys.
pad that I will pull out, and I will give you what I think's going to happen, what the options are, and what I'll be doing. Okay,
wash my hands, dude.
Here we go. Option 1.
Wash my hands.
Buff the welcome challenge. Okay, the welcome challenge is located in the top right corner of your screen. It goes to 1370. But we've seen in the past that they've already buffed the welcome challenge based on how players were progressing. Smilegate does follow very closely the rate at which players are progressing their characters.
That makes sense, yeah.
Past, and buffing the welcome challenge could be an option. The second option could be buffing the upgrade rates. Now, if you remember back, we talked.
That's what I think they should do. Is they should buff the upgrade rates. It's just make it faster, because like I feel like whenever you fail an upgrade, it just really sucks. And I think there's a lot of people that probably feel the exact same way. It's like they just get frustrated with it and they stop playing.
About this on stream, the day it came out actually.
Yeah.
It was looking like they actually would give us the late post-nostalgia update where you get 100% success rates in Tier 1 and Tier 2. And in Korea currently, there's a 20% base success rate upgrade from honing levels 1 through 15. So you get 20% extra compared to what we're getting now. So right now, for plus 15, it's 10%. It would be 30%. This is what we were supposed to get, and I was pretty excited about this.
That's a huge difference.
Because we would just be jumping all the way into Tier 3 and making our Tier 3 journey very easy. And in my opinion, this would have made complete sense with Argos being released so soon and Vaulton following that 1 month later. However, this is not what we're getting or we have currently, and this could be what we would see. Okay. However, I think this is unlikely because this would probably piss off a lot of people. I'm not going to lie. This might piss off a lot of people that push their characters and decided to try to get there early, and then now you're getting there easy. And I know what
I think that's what's going to happen for a lot of people is that, it will serve as a demotivator. It's the same as like, it's kind of like in WoW, where like whenever a new bit of content comes out, all of the progress you made previously doesn't really matter as much. So it causes people to just like not care about progressing their character. So it's like it's a balance that you have to strike between doing that. Fuck them. The thing is, like, ultimately, you do have to say fuck them, right? Because, like, most people don't spend thousands of dollars or spend thousands of hours gearing their character up to 1370 before content releases. Like, ultimately, you can't build the game around that, of course. However, it should... Like, I think that does cascade down to, like, somebody in Tier 3 just, like, not even caring about their character at all. Because I feel like the amount of investment that you have to do in Tier 3, if you know that it will be much easier in the future, people will probably just hold on to their resources. So it depends. But yeah, I don't think that, like, a bad idea is to hold the game and the progression in the game hostage and make it worse to preserve the egos of people that spent real money on the game. Like, yeah, you should make it better anyway.
Saying, fuck them.
Yeah.
And maybe you're right. Fuck them. They're probably doing RMT anyways. However, what's probably more likely and what I think is going to happen is there are a lot of sources of materials that are not in the game currently. We are missing so much. Adding in the extra material sources. And I think this is what's most likely to happen. Let me show you what we are missing today.
What is that? Yeah, I'm curious.
The first thing that we are missing is our heroic guardians. Now, you know these guardians, right? You guys already don't. This is my favorite heroic guardian.
Heroic guardian,
by the way. I love
the
Carl
fuck is that?
We have our guardians. There's something called heroic guardians.
Okay.
Heroic guardians are guardians that rotate on a weekly basis, and it's normalized guardians where you go back and you fight guardians at a normalized item level, ones that you may have done in the past. You can do this on one character on your roster per week, and the mats are all tradable, and you get the juicer mats.
Fuck?
It's a lot. It's really, really good, especially for those of you that don't have many characters and aren't rotating a bunch of guardians on all of your alts. If you're someone that likes to have minimal characters, this is great for you because you get extra materials even though you only have one character. It's really, really nice.
Wow.
Okay, that would be awesome. Materials that we're missing. The next thing that we are missing is our Abyss Trials. Many of you guys know that...
I would love to have more Guardian fights. Like, as I said before, I think that the the fantasy of going up against one of these like gigantic monsters that's like meant for a group and being able to beat it. Like, I've always thought that was so cool. If you go back and you watch like my old YouTube videos before I actually started making really like, you know, actual like WoW YouTube videos, they were all just like soloing old raid bosses.
We have Abyss Dungeons, and you've done these before on your characters. However, there's something called an Abyss Trial, and this is the juice. It is rotating every 2 weeks. Oh, it's every 4 weeks now. I thought it was every 2. Whatever. This you do on one character, and you get materials that you can transfer to all of your characters. It's all roster bound. And the best part about this is you can choose if you want tier 1 mats, tier 2 mats, or tier 3 mats. And you go back and you do an older dungeon on normalized item level, so you can revisit some of the ones that you did.
So these are kind of, it's like doing it at like, it's like Final Fantasy trials, where like you queue into the trial and you are the correct level. Where like you just don't have certain abilities enabled and stuff like that. It's the same thing. Yeah, that's badass. That's really, really cool. I like that a lot.
For fun. And you get crazy amounts of mats and categorized card packs. So if you're really trying to target Solus or a specific card, this will help you in your card journey. Also a great way to potentially earn legendary cards. Insane source of materials that we're currently missing in our version. That
Holy shit, I need that.
The next thing that we're missing,
like targeted card packs,
is the PvP
really
vendor. Where is the PvP vendor, man? I mean, I want to do PvP.
Stoopzz quit WoW whenever they added a PvP vendor. Then he's playing the new game and they don't have a fucking PvP vendor.
And get rewarded for it on my stream. It's fun. I mean, there ain't no PvP vendor. I mean, look at it, man. Look at all this juice that we're missing. And it's even the Korean version actually gives you potentially.
Look at all this stuff.
Potential way to earn more juice. You get PvP tokens every week. It's all roster bound, so you can trade them around, and you're getting big juice. Huge mats that we're missing each and every week. Now with Vaultin, even Vaultin following shortly after Argos, we also have the bridge, and the bridge
I think this fight's going to be fucking badass.
One of the best sources for materials.
I'm so excited
potentially
to do it.
In all of Lost Ark.
Really?
When we get Vaultin,
the fuck is the bridge?
Southfern unlocks, and with Southfern, I expect to earn the bridge, depending on the version you're playing on.
Oh,
and this thing gives so many mats. Okay, it's like a buffed version of a tower, but you don't have to do each floor individually. You simply can just do the latest floor, or the most difficult one, and claim all of the materials previous to this. You get a ton of silver. You even get sellable legendary engraving books that are worth a ton of gold. And I'm talking the most amount of mats. It doesn't end there, though. Lost Ark does a lot to help you progress your characters. With Cuckoo, when we get Cuckoo, let's say you're coming into the game later, and you want to get into some of the raiding content. We have Cuckoo Satan, one of my favorite raids in April. There is a Rehearsal vendor. This vendor, Rehearsal, is a much normalized, easier version of those raids.
It's like
to help
LFR.
Players get their feet wet with some of the mechanics. When you complete those raids, whether on the actual regular difficulty or the easy difficulty, for those two specific raids, because they're rather challenging, you get a token. LFR, it's not like LFR. You know why it's not like LFR?
Why?
Because it's way harder than LFR. You will still...
So it's hard, but it's not nearly as hard as what it was. Yeah, so is that basically what it is? Why didn't we get this stuff at launch? Well, I feel like this isn't really that bad. Yeah, this is much different.
Be in there for hours. It's not dumbed down, but it is easier. I thought, I did the Rehearsal version, man. I'm ready for the actual raid. I got pooped on because I thought the Rehearsal version would be easier because I was there for 8 hours doing it blind. That was a mistake.
Wait,
but that
this is part of the raid?
Gives you
what
insane
the fuck?
Materials. But that vendor for 8 hours doing it blind. That was a mistake.
How is this even part of it? That's crazy. There's many games inside the raid.
Gives you insane materials.
Look at that
millions
gear.
Of silver.
I need that.
Weapon crystals, shard bags.
I really need that.
Leap stones. it's insane how much you get. Again, you can earn a sellable engraving book for gold. Get that grudge book, easy 15, 20,000 gold to your character. Same thing here for the other raids. Card packs.
Wow.
Guaranteed legendary.
There's so many things you can get.
Guaranteed legendary cards. You're short that one extra card for your Esther deck. Boom. Right? This is also an insane source of materials. There's one more thing that I want to show you guys because I'm running out of breath and there's so much content that I know you're probably overwhelmed. And I don't blame you.
So we really only got like half of the end game activities that Lost Ark really has. Like, that's kind of the way it seems to me, is like we only got like half of the stuff that this game really has. Not even half? I mean, probably not, but it's just, that's ridiculous that they have all that stuff. Oh my God.
Being overwhelmed. But
I'm a little bit overwhelmed, but I'm just also
another source of materials that
more
you
than
can
anything.
Earn, and that's
there's
this
this much stuff.
Probably Vulcan comes out. So I'm assuming, this is just my plan or my thought process. I'm assuming that with either Argos or Vulcan, we will get potentially one of these vendors, I should say, or updates, or one of these
in the
changes
Legion
will either
raids.
Happen with Argos or
you can't use like, there's like no master looter, right? Is there like a master looter? No. Okay.
Vulcan. I think some of the stuff will come with Vulcan. I do think there will be some type of release with Argos as well to circumvent some of the missing mats. Because even if, you guys, they buff the upgrade rates, the mats just don't exist, I feel like, currently. The mats, as a player that's farming, just don't exist. The last thing is going to be Southfern, which unlocks with the Legion raids. This could be something that will help you, especially when you have one character in Lost Ark. That's why I said there was this video that Fox came out saying, well, if you have one character, you won't really get anywhere. And although I do understand where he's coming from and he is a knowledgeable player and he understands the game, I don't really agree. I think your first character gets sauced up really hard because there are so many
islands
legacy
and
one-time reward systems in the game that come out that help you a lot with your first character. And that first character will then help you with your other characters. Southfern Chaos Dungeon being one of them. Southfern is a dungeon that you will do. You simply go in here. It's a weekly thing. You can go in here and gather some materials. You get these spheres. You can choose different difficulties. And this vendor gives you so many mats. You take the quest. You get entry tickets. And this vendor in particular gives you... I mean, I've already used it up, right? Weapon crystals, citrine bags,
all this stuff, man.
Upgrade mats, citrine...
That's unbelievable.
Honor stones, millions of silver. And it has just runes as well, weapon crystals, bags, just bags of materials, cards. It gives you lots of stuff, okay? Card experience, lots of stuff.
There's so much to do.
My personal plan is to, I think this is most likely, and what I would do right now is, for me, as someone that makes...
I feel like you have to, a certain point, like, you have to get players into the mindset of knowing that they're going to have less chances of upgrading. Like, the one thing that you don't want to have is, like, a cliff, for example. Like, you don't want to have, like, the upgrades that just immediately go down and it gets, like, way harder. You want to have it get progressively harder so players don't get to that cliff and then stop trying.
Videos. Of course, I want to get to Argos soon. But there's nothing really happening at Argos. There's no reason to do Argos early. Some people will try to sell some accessories and get some gold early, but in my opinion,
you want to get the
more likely that I would just ride the wave of buffs and releases that the game plans to give you. And what will happen, we will get these things, whether it be really soon or with Vulcan. I would use these to get there at a much more cost-effective price, and I would save all of my gold and sell my materials so that I could afford artifact grade axe, accessories, right? You want to... These accessories are the most important thing in the game, okay? Because these are the ones that you keep for a long time. However, I would not sell any of my materials, and I would hoard all of my materials and wait for them to give us a roadmap to see...
I'm not going to do that. I want to have all the best gear. I want to get all the best gear because I feel like that's the best. Like, the way that if I wasn't streaming this game, that's what I would do. Like, I would do exactly what he's saying, but I feel like I'm streaming the game And like, it would be cool to watch me get to like 1370 and do the hard modes of the Abyss Dungeon. Like, I think that would be cool. So like, that's the reason why I do everything, is I do it because I think it's good content. I don't really care about, like, for example, like, if I cared about progressing my character, I wouldn't have spent fucking 10 days going through the Lutera quest line about King Thyrane. Like, I did that because I thought it would be better content, and that's what really mattered. He pushed 1370 last night for 300k gold. It was only 300k. So I'm only a third of the way there. So wait a second. If everybody, okay, so if let's say I had 10,000 viewers and every viewer gave me, let me just think about this real quick before I finish the video. So if I had 10,000, all right. So 300,000 divided by 10,000. So everybody would only need to give me 30 gold. That's all it would be. So yeah, in order to get there, I'd only need 30 gold, guys. Oh, taxes? Okay, 400k. Yeah, that's fine. That's only 40 gold, guys. Yeah, that's it. It's that simple. Yeah, no problem, guys. Yeah, we'll definitely we'll definitely get to 1370. Now, you want to know where I really want to get to? 1385. I want to get to 1385 because that's where the last Guardian raid is, and that's where you unlock everything. If I get to 1385, that would be fucking disgusting. But the only way that I can do that is, yeah, if people fucking give me all this stuff. I don't know if that's ever going to happen. Why not 1400? I'll see how I feel once I get to 1385, okay?
Any of these things are coming, right? Wait for the roadmap.
Yeah.
This, for me, is the most important thing. Because if we get all of these extra sources of materials, then you don't need those materials. Or maybe you can opt to sell them or just keep them and use those as well to even go further to get to Vulcan.
Yeah.
See what's coming before you sell or get rid of any of your materials. That is my plan. What I expect to happen. Someone's saying Relic in my chat. The names are different. I'm pretty sure on this region. Let me hold on.
It's Artifact or Relic.
That's not my fault. Why does the game? It's not my fault, man. The localization in Lost Ark sucks.
Relic and Artifact, it's the same thing.
Okay,
who gives a
anyway,
shit?
Artifact, Relic, the dark orange ones, whatever it is, save for those because those are the ones that you're going to be keeping for quite some time. And there's really no rush to get to Argos as the gold is nerfed and it's guaranteed class accessories to drop, meaning I don't think the value will be as high. But anyway,
damn, that goat's going
to do whatever
crazy.
You want. This is just my opinion, my experience, what I've learned from playing the game for as long as I have. I hope you found this video helpful, useful, or informative. If you have any questions, you can find me somewhere here on the screen at my live stream, and I'd be more than willing to answer them. Thank you so much for your time, and I will see you all in the next one.
Okay.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Where did that come from? Where the hell did that shit come from? What the hell? Let me link the video real quick. Okay, give me a second. Yeah, there you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Apparently, he's been watching too much Rich. There's a link right there to the video. Stoopzz just brought this video out. It's Lost Ark, and